Is it worth upgrading to the iPhone 15 Pro, or should you stick with the standard iPhone 15 and save a few bucks? That's the big debate surrounding the new iPhone 15 lineup. The iPhone 15 Pro could begin at $1,100, whereas the base iPhone 15 might be priced at $800. What does that additional $300 get you? In today's video, we'll walk you through all the distinctions between the iPhone 15 and the 15 Pro, which could help you make your decision. So don't miss out and watch the entire video. Material used. As we all know, traditional iPhones have frames made of aluminum, but most Pro models have frames made of stainless steel, which is more sturdy. But the 15 Pro steps it up with a frame made of titanium, which is stronger but not as heavy. So it will be 7 to 8% lighter than the iPhone 14 Pro. Isn't that cool? Size and comfort. Both the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro have rounded edges to make them easier to hold. But it's interesting that this year's Pro version is a little bit smaller than the regular 15, which goes against what has been happening in the past. Even though they are almost the same width, the Pro model has a much bigger bump for the camera, which may make it wobble a bit when it is on a flat surface. Speaking of cameras, the bump size isn't just for show. It offers much more than that. But before discussing that, subscribe to our channel for more content like this one. Camera. The iPhone 15 series is widely speculated to receive significant camera upgrades, making them even more appealing to those with an interest in photography. Let's start with the iPhone 15's features. It has been said that they will have a new 48-megapixel primary camera. Many people at first believed that new devices would retain the same 48MP sensor as the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max from the previous year. But there have been reports recently that contradict that. Although similar in resolution to the 48-megapixel sensor featured in the Pro versions, the new unit will be physically smaller. Although it's smaller than the 12-megapixel sensor in the iPhone 14, it promises superior image quality, especially in low light. The other key change is that the iPhone 15 Pro Max may have a revolutionary periscope telephoto lens. The expected zoom range of this telephoto lens is between 5 and 6 times the normal range. This powerful zoom function is causing quite a stir, although it may be exclusive to the top-tier Pro Max model and not included in the standard iPhone 15 Pro. Which is sad, right? Although both the 15 and 15 Pro feature a 48-megapixel sensor, the Pro's sensor is larger, offers a 3x lens, and supports advanced features like Apple RAW and ProRes. Another new feature to look out for is the Action button on the Pro model. This button allows for quick commands without needing to fully interact with your device. Pretty handy for usability. LiDAR technology. This feature is particularly useful for augmented reality applications and even boosts your photography experience. Historically, LiDAR has been an exclusive feature for the Pro models, and the 15 Pro model will not be an exception. Now, onto displays. The iPhone 15 and the 15 Pro sport a 6.1-inch display, making them relatively small when you compare them to the big guys like the Pro Max and Ultra models out there. However, even though the screen sizes are identical, don't be fooled. The actual dimensions of the two phones are likely to vary a bit. The 15 Pro is expected to have thinner bezels. Though it is all about screen real estate and visual appeal, the iPhone 15 is catching up with the Pro by incorporating dynamic OLED displays, but the Pro goes a step further by slimming down the bezels. We're talking about bezels that are half as thick as those on the standard 15, making the display appear even larger. As for screen brightness, the Pro really shines at 2000 nits compared to the 15's 1200. This difference isn't just for bragging rights. It's super practical for outdoor visibility and HDR video viewing. And here's another cool difference. The Pro version should come with a frosted glass back, while the standard iPhone 15 is likely to have a shiny, glossy back. Dynamic Island. Both the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro finally get rid of that annoying notch we've all grown used to. Instead, they are adding a function called Dynamic Island, which was first seen on 14 Pro models last year. With this cool update, the front-facing cameras and sensors will take up less room. Pretty cool. Speakers. Both models might look the same in terms of speaker size, but the Pro variant gets a sound upgrade with louder volume and better bass. This is particularly great if you're into streaming music or binge-watching shows directly from your phone. The always-on display, which is close to many hearts, a highly useful feature that's still a Pro exclusive, and for good reason. It's a real game changer in terms of how you interact with your device. Screen refresh rates. The Pro model comes with a 120 Hz promotion display that can drop down to 1 Hz when you don't need that extra refresh speed. The standard 15 sticks to a 60 Hz rate. The Pro's variable rate not only offers a smoother experience, but also conserves battery life. Storage. The regular model begins with 128 GB of storage space, while the Pro model begins with 256 GB. The regular model tops out at 512 GB, but the Pro can be upgraded to a gigantic 2 TB if you need to store everything under the sun. So, for a storage facility, 15 Pro is the ultimate one. RAM differences. While the previous generation equalized both models at 6 GB for the first time, the Pro now offers 8 GB of RAM for better multitasking capabilities compared to the 15 6 GB. The processors. The Pro comes equipped with an A17 chip made with a 3nm process, while the standard model runs on an older A16 chip based on a 4nm process. What does this mean? Simply put, the Pro's chip is more efficient, generates less heat, and offers better performance. It's especially useful for those who might be outdoors a lot and don't want their phone's screen dimming due to overheating. Battery size. The Pro's battery capacity is 3,877 mAh, which is higher than the standard's 3,650 mAh capacity. The longer battery life and lower operating temperatures are the result of the Pro's more energy-efficient A17 CPU. And on the topic of batteries, let's talk about charging speed. The Pro offers 35 watt of fast charging capabilities, which beats the standard model's advertised 20 watt, although some users say it can hit 25 watt with the right charger. Faster charging could be a lifesaver for people who are constantly on the go. MagSafe Tech. Apparently, the Pro might offer 20 watt MagSafe charging, leaving the standard model at a base 15 watt, even if you have a new charging puck that can output more power. Kind of a bummer, if you ask me. Data transfer. Both models are switching to USB Type-C, but the Pro is leapfrogging ahead with Thunderbolt support. Imagine needing to quickly transfer files. Thunderbolt can do it over 100 times faster. Just note that you might have to buy that fast Thunderbolt cable separately because it seems like Apple won't include it in the box, which is not a surprise for iPhone users. Finally, colors. Even though both lineups have a variety of colors, the Pros are generally less flashy and have fewer options. Even the gold color is going away this year. So, if you like your gadgets to stand out with bright colors, you might be a little let down by the Pro's more muted color scheme. So, there you have it. The important features that could sway your decision are all these added features worth an extra $300? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates on cool gadgets like this one.